How are you?
Good.
You guys in the business?
Retail store.
Oh, beautiful. This is a solar pump for your customers. Pump free off the sun. Save your customers $100 a month.
Say that again.
It's a DC pump. Runs off 3 solar panels.
Runs off solar panels.
Yeah. Now your customers in your stores can save $80, $100 a month by pumping and filtering their water free off the sun. And we have a new heater over here. You can check this out. Yeah, careful, it's hot. Yeah, so that's a heater. It's a new Nano heater you can sell to customers that runs off the sun as well. Where's your stores located?
Key West, Florida.
Oh, beautiful.
We have plenty of sun.
Yeah. No, I sell a lot in Miami, all over the place, my DC SunRay pump.
Yeah, we have people that ask us if we have any solar pumps.
Yeah, well, just say yes now. Yeah.
So when the sun goes down, still works?
No. It's variable speed by the sun. It turns on in the morning, turns off at night.
Okay.
And that's all when you need to run your pool.
How many gallons a minute is this different?
Oh, it's a half, 1, 2, and 3.5. Most pools will do the 1 or a 2 if they have a nice sized pool.
Out of town.
Yeah. But you'll find if you had a solar pump in your store and you let them know that this is free off the sun, they'll start buying them. They just got to trust that you have them and
The price of it,
that you heard it, you touched it, you go, hey, it's running, they're not warm.
What size is the panels?
Solar panels are 40 inches wide, and they're just different heights, different size. So they're about 6 feet tall.
Based on what size pump?
No, sir, just what size watt panels they are.
Okay.
Because before I used to buy 250s, now I can only buy 375, so they got taller. So about this year, they'll probably be all like 400 watts.
What's it take to operate this?
3 solar panels. So it'd be the pump and 3 solar panels would run this pump and take your average pool in Florida off the grid.
All right.
This price is a 1 horsepower complete kit. It's $36.99. That's the pump, the solar panels, the cable, the DC switch where they can turn it on and off. But what we say is leave the pump they have now plumbed in and put ours right next to it and do a common suction. And then this kit comes with 2 check valves behind my pump and behind their pump. Their pump doesn't need to turn on other than backup or nighttime, but this one will always run every day for free. Now, when nighttime comes, they can flip the old pump on to use it at night, or spa at night, or just to have a backup. So that's how we've been selling a lot of the pumps around our country with our kit. And a lot of people do plumb them in parallel. Some people say, I'm just done with my AC, I just want to do solar only, and that they can definitely do that as well. But they're quiet.
But no, we have people come in and ask all the time for solar.
Yeah.
How are you heating this? I mean, I see cords coming out.
Yeah. The pump, it can be like for koi fish on the pump. This is also switch over to the grid for hybrid. So when the volts drop down on the pump, they can switch over and keep it going for koi fish and things like that. So anybody with a koi pond, you can say, oh, I can save you at least 60%. They can run free out the sun and switch over. Now this heater is a nanoparticle, sir, that we heat up and vibrate. So when the sun comes up, sun will hit the solar panels and make a DC electricity, which is electron. This also will take AC power as electrons as well. So this is a nanoparticle, so there's millions of nanoparticles in here in a polymer material, like a plastic material. So when an electron goes into the heater, AC or DC, you're seeing the AC now, that's how we're running it now. Okay. Or if it was a solar, that'd be a DC electron, it doesn't matter. The nanoparticle will vibrate if it gets electron. It makes 170 degrees of temperature. So when those millions of particles are making 170 degrees of temperature, there's a thermal water heater in here, soaking up all that heat, just like on one on the roof, right, with the sun. And now that what happens here is all that water, hot water goes right into the pool or the water tank. So this is a real heater that you don't need to use gas, don't need to use a heat pump. You could use solar panels and also have it on the grid as well if you like to have it as a hybrid. Which the pricing that we have set up comes as a hybrid setup. It's a polymer material.
Okay.
Yeah. This will last 100 years. There's no moving parts inside the heater.
All right.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was like a copper or a cube nickel.
No, sir. It's like a polymer material that'll last well over 100 years.
All right.
That's why the only thing that's going to be brittle in this after the years will be the rubber and the stainless steel clamps. Inside, it's all wrapped up and it just vibrates. I mean, it's really small particles. It is. It really is. But it really works. We have hotels wanting to use these now to heat their 200-gallon tanks for their showers instead of burning the furnace. So what if it takes 6 hours to heat 5 200-gallon tanks? They want to heat it throughout the day, and then so same with a swimming pool.
So
or
it
a
sounds
spa.
like this, and this is somebody built that around it?
Yeah, go around making them better too. I'm getting more stackable. But what we're looking at now is a 20K BTU, and that's about 10 grand and about 7,000 after tax credit. But that just runs free all the time. So if you had a small pool or a spa for this one, that water is always 104 all the time. I mean, it's never going to be a time where you go, I want to use a spa, but I got to heat it up. This thing runs free off the sun, so the water's always hot. You just got to always cover them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how does it control the heat? Where's the sensor at?
There's a thermostat and a sensor. It's not here, but it goes right in the plumbing, and you can adjust it. It turns it on and off once it hits your
So it's
degrees.
a mechanical switch, or is it?
It's a digital switch.
Digital?
Yeah, yeah.
So you have we have to put a thermal on here somewhere.
Yeah, there's different ones. I haven't married to one yet, sir,
Okay.
but there are a lot out there. I'm just trying to find the best one.
I mean, down in Key West, where we're from, these people have so much money. It's unbelievable.
Right.
And something like this is just crazy.
Yeah, well, this heater's not cheap either. I mean, if you went to a 80 kVp, it's going to be, where's my price here?
Yeah, I was looking at.
Yeah, you don't need to go that. Most pools only need a 40 or 80. And that's going to be about 39 grand, but after tax credit, it'll be around 30,000.
Yeah, but these people down there, this is 1/3 the price of their small boat.
Right, I know, right.
Yeah, so it's not
but
that-
this is the other thing you got to understand. It comes with a lot of PV panels. If they don't want to heat their water, they have so much power for their home. They're charging their cars and everything. So this heater is not only just for the pool and the water environment. You have so much power here for the home that they kind of look at that value as well.
All right.
Very good. Nice.
Yeah,
You're the only one here that does this, right?
I invented that 3 years ago. I didn't invent the nanotechnologies, but I put it together for the water heating 3 years ago.
Yeah, so that's why I seen it in the.
And now, who makes the motor?
I do. I manufacture that motor. I put the best bearings from Japan in it. I double sealed it, stainless steel shaft. So I manufacture that motor myself.
If that motor went under in a surge, like all of our motors do every 5 years down there.
A what, sir?
We have a storm surge all the
Oh,
time.
storm surge.
So something like that, you just definitely elevate. But,
Yeah. It doesn't like water going around.
but if it did, and it did, but it
I've opened them up with water inside, but they go bad quick with water inside the motors.
So it's time to replace the whole motor. I mean, I've saved a lot of.
You could save them, but the motors are only $500, so it's like, it's not even worth my labor, and I might as well get something new.
That's what I was getting at. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. I like that over there for sure. This would be a little
It's
different story, but
It's a story. That's right.
doesn't mean that it's out of the question.
Yeah.
Because we got to prove to these people that this.
Well, this was my first step. Feel it, touch it, talk about it. I'm taking those steps for sure. But I was surprised how the hotel industry really liked it in San Francisco a couple weeks ago.
Well, yeah. Anywhere you get that much. I mean, we're the sun capital of the world, basically, down in Key West, Florida. And our government down there is so anti-everything.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to put solar panel on your roof, it's going to cost you probably 11 grand. Time you get through all the permits.
All right. Well, these don't need any permit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Good.
Yeah. When you sell a pump out of your store, there's no permits needed.
No.
It's not a grid tie.
Yep.
How many stores do you have out there? The one? Yeah. A good spot. Get a lot of traffic for years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep, it's been there for over 30 years.
Oh wow, that's rad.
That is pretty hot.
It was 151 when I got here this morning.
So what is this crossover doing?
It's two heaters. If you go into the new product section, you'll see that it's smaller, and that's the 7500.
Oh, okay.
So what I do is I combine the two, and then that's the 20K. And then if you got the 40K, it's two of those.
I see.
And if you got the 80K, it'd be four of those. That's how big it would be by the pool equipment.
I see.
Yeah, but that was the best, smallest wrap I could do.
And so basically all you need is just some to these and everything else works on its own.
Yeah, but it has the grid tie if you want to plug it in, if you want to spend the money and just run it, they can, like I did,
But right now we're on AC, correct?
Right now we're on AC. And that's what I do for koi ponds. When the sun goes down, it automatically switches on the converters. So we're running on converters right now, which is AC to DC.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
We're good. We'll be looking into it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
especially the
Appreciate
motor.
it. That's been running all day. That's only about probably 100. Well, let's see what it is. Let's see. 88. Right over here is where it gets the hottest. Yeah, 116.
And you figure a regular AC 1 horse runs about 212?
Yeah, somewhere in there, right?
Plus ambient, yeah.
Yeah,
You get
this
put
can go
out.
up to about 200 too, if it needed to, or some kind of load on it with something crazy.
So we're not going over 3,000 RPMs, right?
No, but it can. Your power the volts, it does go up to 4,000 really.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you can put extra voltage and it just kind of, but eventually it stops because the impeller, it makes such a load on the water. That's why, it's best to put, you put a 1 horsepower, 1.5 horsepower of power impeller. You kind of figure it out if you really want to do it right for a water feature or something like that. Because this motor will go down 20 degrees if you just put the right impeller on.
I see. Cool.
Yeah. So you can definitely play around with that.
Well, you got it priced right, that's for sure. You get to an island like Key West. You got to think about how
Well, the
much
ROI's there because they feel it the first month. They go, golly gee, I'm getting my money back already.
Yeah.
What a good taste of solar.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have good taste of solar in their mouth. They do leases and all kinds of stuff. They get all locked in.
Yeah, it's just, and they want you to have solar, but then they make it so complicated
Yeah.
to get it.
Yeah,
And
pretty.
you're just beating them to the punch.
Yeah, all right.
Good for you.
Thank you.
We'll be talking to you.
Yeah, thank you.